please, allow me to show you something.
Moving on like I should. I'm in my bag sometimes.
Hi guys, and thank you for clicking on my video. So this is going to be kind of short and sweet. I'm going to say some things because I feel like it needs to be said, because I keep hearing the same thing. And my mom said this to me the other day when I was talking to her, and she said, "Why cast your pearl among swines?" Now that's in the Bible. But her reference was, why give people that part of you that they don't deserve, you know? And it made a lot of sense to me, and I felt like I needed to come on here and I needed to talk about it a little bit, but I'm going to use it in relationships. And I noticed, even for myself, I'm just going to, okay, here's a little, what they call it, grown woman, chit chat. I noticed in a lot of my relationships, before I realized who I was or who I am, I noticed myself giving so much of myself to people who gave me crumbs and or did not deserve anything of me, nothing at all. I felt like the investment in the relationship was always one-sided, and I was always putting the most in. But the reason why was because I did not realize my value. I did not realize who I am, what I bring to the table. Shoot, I could bring the whole table at this point, but then I could bring the table too, but I did not realize that I could bring the table. And so that's why initially I would attract people, and they would be with me. And when they would be with me, I would give so much. Oh, I'm so happy that they're with me. Oh my God, let me do this. Let me do that. Let me be this person. Blah, 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 blah. I would go over and above and beyond, just to prove to them that I'm the best candidate. I'm the best one for you. You can't beat me. You can't go past me. This is the best you're going to get. But really what I was showing them was that I didn't realize who I was. And so they could see who I was, but I couldn't see who I was. So they saw my value, but I didn't see my value. And as long as I didn't see my value, that's what they treated me as. I didn't have a value. You see what I'm saying? And I also noticed that in some situations, they would say things, which is kind of like a form of manipulation, and say things like, nobody said this to me, but I'm just going to say it. They didn't say this to me, but I'm just going to say it. Like, you got T-Rex hands. Where do I have T-Rex hands at? But it's a form of manipulation, lower your self-esteem, to make you feel like you're not worthy to be with this person because you have T-Rex hands. You get what I'm saying? So then they use that. Okay, you have T-Rex hands. Nobody's going to want you but me, because I'm the only one who's okay with you having T-Rex hands. Okay? And I feel like so many women now are in the shoes that I was in at one point. And they label themselves as thoughts. They label themselves as side chicks. These are the type of people that are still trying to figure out, or at this point, they don't even really care what their self-worth is. They don't even care if they're worthy to be with someone who really wants them and who really wants to invest in them and really wants to be with them, really wants to see a future in them. And they don't care at this point, okay? They either don't realize who they are or don't care to realize who they are, because they feel like, oh, the thoughts, the ones who don't care is the ones who's winning right now. Maybe so, but they're not getting anything with substance. They getting the same mojo, city slicker talk, kind of guy. That's what they're getting. They're getting these fly by nights. What's Drake's song? I'm here for a good time, not a long time. That's what they're getting. That's what the thoughts are getting. But if you're the type of woman that wants a future, I don't mean a live-in boyfriend. I don't mean that. That's not what I mean. If you want a future, with someone. You want to build with someone. You see what I'm saying? You want to grow with someone. You want the last name of someone. Hello? Then you got to conduct yourself accordingly. And when you conduct yourself accordingly means you got to know your worth. Okay? So when they don't value you, they don't care what you bring to the table. They don't care about who you are, who you think you are. Then that's when you remove yourself from the situation. Because it's just like I was telling my aunt this the other day, because she has a daycare, and I was, trying to relay some things that I was saying, about care. And so at a daycare, you working with kids, all different kind of kids. Some kids, don't have much, so they appreciate what they got. Some kids have too much. They get too much stuff, so they don't value anything. And that's how most guys are. They get so many thoughts that they do not value you. Okay? And just like the kid, they get so much stuff that they don't value. They want to throw the toy. They want to step on the toy. They want to bite the toy. They want to draw on the toy. Whatever it is. Whatever they want to do damage to the toy. And you know why they do damage to the toy? Because they don't value it. They don't care. They don't care about it. Okay? But once that toy is removed, once you take that toy from them, once it's taken away, they have a straight fit. So here's my thought process. Okay, if you didn't like the toy, you don't want the toy, you don't value it, it doesn't mean anything to you, why are you so upset about losing it? Why are you so upset about it being taken from you? Because you really value it. Because you really know what it is. Really deep down, you know what it is. You know it's a great toy. You know it's something that you would like to continue playing with. It's something that, if you could take it home, you probably will ask the teacher, could you take it home? But because you can't, you really, really like that toy. You probably go every day, when they have recess time, and pick up that same toy and play with it. You know why? Because you really like that toy. You value that toy and what it brings to the table. Same thing in a relationship. Guys, when they have so many options, so many toys, they've had so many, different women that they've been with that don't value themselves, they'll treat you the same way. And if you don't value yourself, you'll get caught up in that. And when you get caught up in that, you accept whatever it is that they're giving you, breadcrumbs, whatever breadcrumbs they're giving you, you taking it. Okay? And you just run with it and go with it. He give you a little bit of time, you make it like it's a whole ton of time. He give you a little bit of money, you make it like it's a whole ton of money. He tell you he love you one time. Or he might say, I like you a little bit, or I like you better than other people, a few other people. You take that and run with it. You know why? Because you don't value yourself. Okay, you like me, and prove that you like me. Show me that you like me in the way that you treat me, in the way that you take care of me, in the way that you provide. The way I want you to profess to other people that you value me. Don't just tell me, show me. Was you valuing me when you was texting Tasha the other day on the phone? Were you valuing me when you was taking Karina out to lunch? Were you valuing me? Because as quiet as it's kept, when the shoe is on the other foot and they are treated that way, like cheated on or whatever the case may be, they have a plumb fit. They don't know how to react to that. They don't know how to respond to that. You know why? Because they know it's not right. They know it's not right. But as long as you're going to accept it, guess what they're going to do? Keep doing it. Keep doing it. So what you have to do is remove yourself from that situation. Just back up a taste. Back up like the truck. Boop, 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 boop. Back up. He said, I just want to be friends. Okay. We can be friends as long as you understand what being a friend is. Okay. And if I'm going to be your friend, I'm going to be straight your friend. Okay. So don't be coming over here talking about what, me talking about, or I don't understand none of that. What you wearing? Them in conversations that I have with people that's my friends. None of that. Cut it smooth off like a snake. Cut the head off. And when you do that, when you remove yourself from that, they'll realize who you are, or they'll realize that you have awoken to the fact of who you are. You have realized who you are. And they'll treat you better. And they'll do more for you. When you keep your legs closed, they do more for you. They'll do more for you with your legs closed than they will with them open. I'm just telling you what I've learned. Things that I've learned, things that I've seen, heard, and, just all the information that I've gathered from a form of experience, whether it was mine or someone else's. I assure you, when you remove yourself from the equation, when you take yourself out of the equation, you don't throw your pearl at the swine no more, because it don't appreciate it. It don't respect it. It don't value your pearl. Take it away. And when you take it away, they're going to do one or two things. They're going to want that pearl back, and they're going to do whatever it takes to get it back. Or they're going to move on. Either way, it's good for you. It's good for you, because if they walk away, they weren't meant for you in the first place. That wasn't somebody you was meant to be with. And we do so much damage control trying to keep someone that's not meant to be kept. We do it so much because it's our nurturing and caring nature as a woman. But that's not a good thing. Not a good thing. Not a good thing. I noticed like songs on the radio, when I just listen to regular radio, even the music has changed so much. I was telling my kids how back in the day, songs used to, of course they talk about, getting it in or whatever, but they was not as blunt. They was not as straight to the point. You could play the music in the car with your kids and they have no idea what them people was talking about. But this music today, it nothing is covered. Everything is exposed. You don't have to assume they mean nothing. They tell you everything. 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 And guys used to talk so much about love and relationship and happiness and building and creating a future and, all those things. But these days, the music that's played, the music that's on is about, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. So he like a Papa was a Rolling Stone, honey. He like, I'm just going to let you know right now, I'm just here to get what I can get and I'm gone. Point blank. I want you to bust it wide open and pull it to the side and like leave nothing to the imagination anymore. Nothing. Nothing. And it just goes back to what I said. They don't value you. And you know why they don't value you? They don't value you because you don't value yourself. You don't put yourself as a priority. During this time, if you are single, and I don't mean single but sleeping with John every night. I mean single. If you're single, this is the time that you should be taking to learn you, to learn what you want, to learn what you bring to the table, to learn who you are, just in general. If you whine and dine your own self, then somebody else come and take you out to dinner. You like, okay, and what? You like, okay. Your parents, your dad, whatever, grandfather, whoever, tell you they love you all the time. Then when some dude come up and say, oh man, you so fine, you like, okay. And because one thing about beauty fades. It's about what's on the inside. Okay, of course, being cute or whatever helps, looking good helps. But it's about what's on the inside. And if you don't contain any substance, there's nothing on the inside. Nothing on the inside. And you know how so many people come into situations and they have so much substance. They have so much to bring to the table and they lose themselves in someone because they pretended to have substance. It was a facade. And I can honestly sit here and say that because I was there before. I was in a marriage and I literally lost myself in a marriage. So busy trying to please so busy trying to, be all that I can be so that he won't, have a wandering eye. But that's a wandering eye that he has this issue that he has to resolve within himself. It was nothing I could have ever done. No matter how dark he needed me to be, no matter how skinny he needed me to be, no matter how tall he needed me to be, there was nothing I could ever do. If I could have had all that surgery to be the ideal person that he thought I should visually be, it still would not stop him from having a wandering eye. You know why? Because that's an issue that he has within himself. He is empty. He is lacking. He is missing. And he should do the same thing that I had to do, which is take time out for himself. Learn himself again. Learn who you are so you'll know what you bring to the table, so you'll know what not to accept. But when you don't know, you accept breadcrumbs. He'll call you once a week. He talk to you every blue moon. He'll be with you but not commit to you. He don't foresee a future with you, basically. Oh yeah, we can sleep together. We can date. We can live together, but we're not getting married. Oh yeah, we can kick it. I'll see you at night. I'll call you in the middle of the night. I'll text you, send me pictures. Let's talk nasty on the phone. But that's as far as it's going to go. They're just out to get what they're going to get for themselves. And I just want you guys to realize who you are, because you have to realize who you are in order for somebody else to value who you are. So I am done casting my pearls among swines. Okay? I value myself. I respect myself enough to know, if they're not bringing anything to the table, they're not contributing anything, or they feel like I am someone that should be put on a rotation, I remove myself completely. You don't have to worry about removing me, babe. I'll remove myself out of the equation, honey. I will not be number 1095. Won't be me, because I am and have always said this all my life of even knowing this or even thinking of this. I don't even know how I came up with it, but I am number one or none at all. That's how I go for me. It's either my way, you're going to be with me, and we going to work this thing out, we're going to be together, or highway. Because I'm not going to be your side chick, side piece, your half quarter or whatever. She not going to do it. I'm not going to do it, because I know I deserve better. If I'm willing to give my all to one person, I'm willing to be with one person, I'm willing to dedicate myself to one person, they have to be willing to do the same for me. And that's one thing about me. I wouldn't ask you to do or be something that I'm not going to do or be. So I just wanted to jump on here for a minute and just, tell you guys that, listen, don't be casting no pearls among swine. And one thing about it is that you have to realize there's a difference between a man and a boy. Okay? Now, a man, you don't have to chase, but a dog you do. And I'm going to sit that right there and leave that with you, okay? All right, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and tell somebody else. Bye!
I'm in my bag, sometimes it's like that. Get yourself out of the blue.